110 minutes, 2 overtimes against one of the top teams in the conference, and you end up with a 0-0 draw. Is it weird to be disappointed with a draw against one of the top teams in the league?
Well, it's different for us, for sure. I mean, but we are a little disappointed. I mean, I thought we played quite well. We created enough chances, certainly, to win the game. Defensively, we were outstanding, and I think UConn's a great team. I've always thought they were a great team, always well coached. And they got 2 or 3 players that are a real handful up front, so our kids played pretty well.
Talking before the game, with the respect that you expressed for Connecticut's offense and the improvement that your own offense has shown this year, we were talking about how this might be a high-scoring game. It ends up 0-0. How much of that is a reflection of the fact that you and Connecticut's coach know each other so well, going back to your days at Texas and Notre Dame?
Yeah, well, certainly I think there are no secrets here. I mean, we know what they're doing, they know what we're doing, and but I think in the end you got to give the credit to the kids on the field. I mean, both teams, they were tough. And they were tough, and it was hard to score.
All right, you said your defense was terrific, and it was. Stephanie Ribeiro and Rachel Hill came into this game with 22 combined goals, and you pitch a shutout against a team like that. What was the key to your defensive effort tonight?
Yeah, I just think they kept pressure on them all night long. They didn't give them any space, you know. And when those guys get space, they're really, really dangerous. But especially Marg and TJ, and then these guys on the outside, Jess and Haley. I just think they were great. They were really good.
You've had several tough games recently. You had the heartbreaker in overtime at TCU. You had the 2 big wins in Florida, at South Florida and Central Florida. How much did those games help as far as toughening your team to go into overtime against a heavyweight like this?
Yeah, I think they helped immensely. I mean, I think both games in Florida for sure gave us confidence to play against a team like this. The TCU game was a tough physical game. Washington was a tough game. St. Louis was a tough game. So, I think our schedule has prepared us to play a good team like this.
3 games after the last overtime, was your message to your team any different going into extra session tonight, or did you see any difference in the way your team prepared for the 2 extra sessions?
No, I think our message is always like try to start the overtime, going forward and being the team that's attacking, because it's a short time period. So to try to get on it as quick as you can, and we had a chance or 2 in overtime as well.
You outshoot Connecticut 20-10, but you do come away with a tie. But in your last 3 games, you have beaten 2 strong teams in the conference and tied another. What do you know about your team now as far as just where they stand in this conference?
Well, obviously we can play with anybody. We're talented enough, and we fight hard enough where we can play with anybody. But the league is hard, and while we've played 3 really tough teams, every game's a tough game in the league. So, it's far from over.